was in the exact he was in the exact same place he was whenever I left. Oh my goodness, what is going on? My whole computer is just having a fit. Maybe
You
it's
sound
just today. Maybe it's just today. Okay, I'm still listening. I'm just trying to.
okay. Cool. So, where to begin? Can you tell me a little bit about where you started before you joined the program and then sort of the biggest changes that showed up for you as you went along?
Sure. So, whenever I started, I was kind of just like throwing shit at the wall and kind of trying to see what would stick. Um, like as far as like marketing and trying to find where I fit in into like the market, like what niche I needed, I felt most comfortable in, things like that. Um, and then throughout the program, like I did a lot of things. So I moved and then my business kind of like took off. So I feel like they were anything else. Like when you clean something out, the universe finds a way to fill it up. So like I got rid of all that stuff that was like holding me back and making me feel like I was like kind of stuck in the same place. And like I have at least one client every single day that I work now. And I have to put time off into my like I have to build it into my calendar or I don't get one, which was not a thing before. Um, I am selling myself as like the headache lady now, which is getting me all kinds of clients. I've been networking with chiropractors in the area. My clients are telling their chiropractors about me. So then like, yeah, so I've been getting all kinds of stuff like that. And it made it so much easier just to like transition into that. And I felt supported in doing all that. Whereas if I'd have just done it myself, I probably would have second guessed myself a lot and like him hauled around about it and maybe never even done it, you know?
Yeah, it's huge. Amazing. What do you
Yeah.
think would be the best or the most helpful element of the program itself as far as like the the community chat or the group itself or resources? What was the most beneficial part of it for you?
I really liked the group calls when I could make them. I
Yeah.
like I like those the best. I did like the group chat and then I don't know what happened. All of a sudden it just got like super overwhelming. And I was like I had to mute it because it was I just felt like it was like I don't know how you do it because I was like I need to this is driving me insane. So um
Okay. By the way, that's okay.
I would go check in and like like skim through things that I hadn't read yet just to see if there was anything that like caught my eye or like any tidbits of information or things like that. But like, whew, it was a lot for me and I had to back it out.
Yeah.
But I did like at first and I don't know. That was also like the time that it got overwhelming was also when like that depression was setting in and like I don't even know what happened with all that. And it was just I don't know. So like I feel like that's a good resource as well. Um, if you like if you're okay with that. But I've been in other group chats like that too with other coaching programs that I've been in and I never had that overwhelm, but then there were other people in the group that would be like, "Oh yeah, like this is overwhelming for me, so like I gotta like back out," and things like that. So I was like, "Well, I'm not the only person in the world that this has ever happened to, so it'll be okay."
Yeah. And the whole point of that too really is just to have different layers of support. So, you have whatever you need. And it's not like, okay, all right, Jamie, you need to use all of them. You
Yeah.
know, it's like
Yeah.
you show up for what works best for you. And we all have different like learning styles and stuff like that. So I just tried to make it as well-rounded as possible and as accessible as possible too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
so there was that. And then I do like the resources and the group, and like the posts in the group and stuff too. Um, like having the group itself was was pretty cool. Um,
Yeah.
so there was all that.
Amazing. Amazing. So good. Um, I have some questions that are lined up, but since my computer has completely taken a dump, we're winging it.
Okay, that's fine. That's how I live my life. So
Right? Honestly, same. And that's okay. Makes us resilient, right? I love it.
yeah.
Um, what do you think was the most important skill that you took from the program that you'll be taking forward with you? And maybe that's something personal, like just for you, or maybe it's something that is more business related.
Hmm, that's a good question. I think like something, and I use it in my business and in my personal life. I use it in both. But I don't, it's more like a soft skill, I guess, but just um being authentic. Like never like changing who I am to fit for somebody else. Like
Mhm.
making sure that the people who are coming into my life either as business, like as clients or in personal relationships, making sure that they fit for me.
Yeah.
Like that was something that I struggled with for a long time. Like I clung to everybody because like I wanted, you want the clients and you want the people like around you. And whenever you become that person that's just so unapologetically yourself, the people that are supposed to be there are the ones that start coming in. And then the
Hmm.
ones that aren't supposed to be there are the ones that you either have to force out or they work their way out and you don't really miss it.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. So it's like this alignment really with your people. I like that word
Yeah.
authentic too. That's huge.
Yeah.
So what specific results, like tangible stuff, I found my notes, have you seen financially or with clients or internally since starting this program?
Um, so some tangible like obviously the money from clients coming in. Um, and then like my rebooking rate is still like in the 90s. Um, so like it's not just that people are coming in for the first time, it's that they continue to come back in. So like there's a definitely like a definite therapeutic relationship with
Hmm.
that. Um, that to me is a hella tangible result because it's so much easier to sell to someone that's already coming in than to bring in the new ones. So um that's a big tangible result for and like it's not like I'm still not making like huge amounts of money, but the fact that I can be like comfortable now and not have to like I'm not worrying about anything. Like okay, something happens. It's like, all right, well, it's gonna get taken care of, and worrying about it isn't gonna make it any better. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, and everything will come in the way that it's supposed to. So like just like trusting, I guess, is it, but that's not really a result, I guess, like not a tangible result. But um yeah, like that would the money is the biggest one because like it's just continuous income that's coming in. Um, Even with people that are like, I have lots of online bookings, especially like over the weekends. I get so many online bookings, and I don't even post on social media. Like, I wouldn't even say regularly, like a couple times a month. And then I post it to my business page and area pages around me. And then like people come in and I just say, "Hey, I work with headaches. If you have headaches, come try me out." You know? So and then people are like, "Oh, I have headaches all the time." And so like I work with headache people all day.
So good. So good. Nicely done, by the way. That could be kind of scary to like really, really step in and own your own niche, but that is the way. That's huge. Yeah. So how do
And
you
like
feel about it? Yeah, go ahead.
what? So I do structural integration and only structural integration because like I don't want to do Swedish and I don't want to do the whole like relaxation thing. Like it's just not my thing. Like I don't want to
Mhm.
put on the soft music and blah blah blah, do all that stuff. And so many people around me because we have this giant resort, they're like, "Oh yeah, well when like I've been there," or they go to like the lady down the street who I found out was licensed. Um,
Nice.
yeah, her and her husband both are massaging people, and they
Yikes.
yeah, um, yeah. So I don't know, maybe I just didn't search right, but I couldn't find them anywhere in the database. Um, so they say like, "Oh yeah, I went down to her and she didn't explain anything to me." And then I'm like, "Well, listen, whatever you got before is not what you're going to get here. So I'm just going to throw that out there now. Like this massage is going to feel different than anything you've ever had, but my clients are getting phenomenal results and everybody is like, because when you put that in their head, they think like, "Oh, well, then I'm going to get phenomenal results."
Mhm.
And so like they just keep coming back. So that was a big thing for me too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's massive. So, what would you say to someone who's considering joining the program and you know they're a really good fit, but they're on the fence about it? What would you say to them?
I would say that it's worth the investment to just like get into a space where everybody's kind of doing the same thing, especially if you're in like an area where I am where that's not super saturated with people in the same kind of business that we're in. Um, because like you kind of get into this like tunnel vision echo chamber type thing and being around other people who are one in a similar situation as you and working through that situation while doing the same things as you can give you different ideas or um maybe you're doing the same thing that they're doing just to see how it would work in your area. Like there's so many benefits to it that I don't know. Me personally, if I think something is gonna work, I'm gonna try it and I'm gonna make that investment. And then if it didn't work, then it didn't work. And if it does, then that's even better. So like I knew when we had that first conversation that one way or another I was getting into the program. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a question. It was like, I'm not sure when it's gonna happen, but I know it. And I think I even said that to you. I'm not sure when, but I know I'm gonna get in.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, I like I don't know. I'm a person that is willing to take risks and without doing a whole lot of over analyzing on things, especially when it comes to my business. Like I'm willing to try lots of different things to
Yeah.
to make it work for me.
Yeah. No, that's huge. Um, so what's your next big goal then in your business? Tell me.
I I want to be able to generate at least $300 of income every day. Um, just so I can have like $1,200 weeks, which I know sounds really low, but um, if I can manage $1,200 weeks, then I can quit my job and open up every day, and
Mhm.
then I would just be doing this full time, which is what I really want to do. I want to be a full-time therapist. I don't want to have to drive 40 minutes a couple times a week to go to work. Like
Yeah.
I want to be here. I want to stay here. I
Yeah.
want to serve my community. Like next that's my next goal.
Okay. I love that. What do you think might get in the way of that? What do you think might be sticky about doing that?
Um, I'm still having a hard time with like consistently marketing myself. Not necessarily, excuse me, not necessarily like Um, I'm not afraid of the marketing. It's just taking the time to do it. Like, I have a really hard time with like admin type stuff. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like the hands-on stuff, the soap notes, the laundry, like the actual job, I'm great at. But the admin stuff, I really want to try and like start to what's that word? Delegate out because I just whew, it's starting to get overwhelming. And it's probably because I've been putting it off so long that now it's this huge task.
Okay. Yeah,
So
that makes a lot of sense. And I don't think you're alone in that. I think that's super common. Um, what was I going to say on that too? Yeah, it's almost like when, because I reached a point like that too, where it was like, uh, if my success and like my growth in my business reaches a certain point, then the work does too. So all of a sudden it's like this leapfrog sort of situation, and there is no real like, how do I get ahead of this? How do I make this something where it's still consistent, but it's not fucking exhausting, you know?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So I like in my head I have all these thoughts on like how I want to batch things, and I'm pretty sure that I have ADHD and that's why. So like in a quiet moment I can sit and think about all the things that I want to do and I can write it down and I can make the list and I can do all that, but when it comes time to execute, it's just like yeah, I'm gonna go scrub my baseboards now.
yeah, yeah, totally. Your brain's like, what else could we be doing right
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
no, I totally hear that. And I again, I don't think you're alone in that. I am curious if that's something that if you had like those systems and you had a little bit of extra support for like getting some of that shit automated. I don't want to say automated, but I do want to say systemized, right? Is that something that would be super helpful as far as like the implementation and making sure that a lot of the stuff gets done and simplified?
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And it's the and like I can daydream of the systems all day long, you know?
Yeah, because you're a CEO, babe. You're a
Yeah,
CEO. You know, we
yeah,
live up here,
yeah,
which is a gift for sure.
yeah. It's a gift and a curse because like you know how you want, and that's the other thing is like I need somebody that's gonna do it. Maybe not exactly how I would do it, but I don't want to hire somebody and say this is what I want and then just to run with it and like fuck it all up, you know?
Mhm.
And then I have to be like, well, now I'm doing twice the work because you're doing it all wrong, you know?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's a fear I have. Um,
Well,
because
here's the thing too. You don't have to necessarily delegate that out right away, because if you don't have the systems on a foundational level, even for yourself, there's not going to be anything to delegate, right? It's like hire, been there, hiring people before you have SOPs, right? There's
mhm,
just nothing for them to really take and to delegate. And then if you end up switching people, you need to be able to be the stopgap measure. You need to be able to do some of this stuff yourself. So having the systems in a way that ultimately makes sense for you, how you work, your goals, your resources is crucial, even if you end out delegating later on, right? Does
mhm,
that make sense?
yeah,
Okay. Can you still see me?
yes.
Yeah, awesome. I figured as much. I figured you would have said something, but I just wanted to make sure. That's so funny. Um, yeah, okay. Because I'll be frank too. I do think, as far as the implementation stuff, like I do get that there's um like you have a different understanding now of where you want to go and what you have to like work with, right? And things have shifted quite a bit. So if you want, we could keep working for the next 6 months and really focus on the marketing consistency, simplifying it, but keeping it really fucking potent, and making sure that this stuff gets done. So, like different specific layers of accountability that work for you, just to make sure that this stuff is working for you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because that's the hardest part. Like I can come up with stuff like, all day long. Like I have a little fat notebook that I take to work with me that has just like ideas and ideas and ideas and ideas and like checklists and like all these things because like my job is so fucking boring. That's all I do is I like stand there and I think like because I'm doing the same thing all day long. And when I get a chance, I'll like write it down so I don't forget because that's the next thing that happens is like I get these like super fucking cool ideas and then they're gone. Um,
Yep.
but then like so I can put the pen to the paper, but I can't bring the paper to life.
To life. Yep. Yep. I used to be in a really similar spot. So I do get that. That's the other thing too. Let's fucking talk about you quitting your job. Can we fucking, is that something you want to do in the next like 6 months? Can we like, I feel so passionate about this for you. I'm like, 45-minute commute, girl, let's go.
Yeah,
Fuck out of
yeah,
here.
yeah. The only thing that like keeps me like my boyfriend works there too. So like that's the only reason that I'm like, okay, I'll go.
Yeah, yeah, totally. Well, and
He lives
also
like
when
10
you're
minutes
growing,
from
it's
there.
nice that security, but oh, you cut out for a second.
Cool. Yeah, so did you. You're glitching. I don't know if it's me. It might be me. Let me
You're
see.
good.
Because I don't pay for my internet. My landlord does, and it
Oh,
only works in certain parts of my apartment.
nice. I love that.
So
Super cool.
yeah, oh yeah. So like my rent includes everything. Like the only thing I have to pay for outside of my rent is my insurance and my gas and my food. Okay.
Yeah,
It usually works better down here. Is this better?
great.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a reasonable time frame. If not, I feel like we could condense that. I'm really passionate about you quitting this job.
Yeah,
As long as you
yeah, I really want to quit it too because um like it's so far away it's for me to get my daughter and like everything that's going on with like his family right now, like I don't even want to be anywhere around them and like Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I still have to take her to his mom's house because like that was her big thing was like I don't want you to take the baby from me and I was like okay yeah no problem. Well then she turned into like this outright bitch. She's spreading rumors about me at work because she works there too conveniently and so she's spreading rumors about me at work and like telling him all this stuff that I never said and telling him like all the like she's talking to like my boyfriend's family works there too. It's a very small town. Everybody knows everybody. So like she's telling his family stuff about me that isn't true and so then he's coming to me and he was like, "Listen, Barb told Justin." And I was like, "Okay, well, you need to consider the source." And he's like, "Yeah, I didn't believe it when I heard it." He's like, "We're still new too, you know?" And like I just want to get out of that whole situation.
yeah. Well, okay, so this sounds super layered also because of all the relationship stuff, all these different webs all over the place, and I'm kind of curious what kind of what level of energy that would open up for you if you just didn't have to fucking deal with that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I have like if I am so reliant on that paycheck because that paycheck pays all my bills and then like my massage money is like money for shopping or like I'm going on vacation next month like that's what and I need to shift that mindset I think and change it around somehow so like I made a deal with myself if I start making $300 every day that I'm off even on days that I'm not at the office if I can like if it works out to be in at least $300 a day for those 3 or 4 days or whatever day, however many it is, then I would be fine enough to quit. Or if I saved up $10,000 because that would give me 6 months of my expenses and then I could quit and like keep building myself. But like, I am not a patient person. Um, and so like waiting for either of those things to happen does not feel good for me. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like, I don't want to sit in the waiting. I don't like I need to do something to like make that move because if I never have to see Barbara Dodd again, my life will not be terrible.
Not be terrible. It would not be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what if what was I going to say? You said you're really impatient, and I can fucking relate. I'm extremely impatient too. I always joke with people that the world just does not spin fast enough for me, you
Mm.
know? Um, what if we could condense that time frame a little bit? Like really take a good, honest look at your work schedule, both your I would say your work schedule and your career schedule, and start to make that transition in a way that feels super grounded, in a way that feels safe. So you're not panicking about finances, but you also know that there's, at the end of this time frame, you're fucking good. You're good. It's steady, it's reliable, it's something you can depend on.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be helpful. That sound
Yeah,
useful.
yeah, I'd be down for that.
Cool. Can I invite you to the alumni program?
What's the difference with it?
So that kind of depends because I feel like we know what's not ideal for you, right? Like so the group chat would
Hmm.
not be, you know, it's not like I would kick you out. You get access to everything that you currently have, right? But I'm curious what would make it like accelerated for you. Like what would be a level of support that feels like a fuck yeah.
Well, I have lots of plans. So like through I to be honest have not been working on, and you could probably see it where I'm at and all the material. And I haven't gotten super far. Um because like things just keep coming up and so I keep doing things. Like I need to feel like I'm right on the edge of failing to make it happen. Does that make sense? Like I'm the type of person that would write my papers at 3 o'clock in the morning when they were due at 7.
Hmm.
So like I have to feel like I'm about to lose it in order to get that but whenever I get that adrenaline, it's like balls to the fucking wall and I get everything done that I need to get done. But there I can't light that own fire, like light the fire underneath my own ass to like get it to go. Um I'm not sure I'm not I'm not sure how to have someone facilitate that.
Well, that's like my job for all of my massage clients and all of my coaching clients, right? What if there was that extra layer of accountability? What if we could set really intentional deadlines? I think it's also going to be super important for you to keep, and this is something I can help with too, to keep like the I don't know how else to put this, but the risks and the rewards really fucking clear. Like Jamie, if we don't get this done this week, you know what's on the other side of that. Jamie,
Yeah.
if we get this done this week, you know what's on the other side of that. And I can paint that picture for you because, first of all, I've been in that position, right? Or at least something similar. Um, and just with that consistency, I think would be really good. And keeping that big why front and center. So maybe it wouldn't be as much of like another layer, but just a different volume of the same layers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like just a little bit more consistent and more deliberate with this focus going forward of quitting your job, earning at least 300 a day. I would love to bump that up. We'll get there. We'll get there. Um, and what else? Those are the two main ones, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. How does that sound?
A little scary. Scary.
Yeah, it should. It should.
Um but I'm at the point where like I would be willing to do anything to make anything happen to like oh my goodness. It feels like almost like a heavy weight that I have to keep dragging, you know? Like and I just want to put it down. Like I like
Which
my job. Like I do like my job, you know. I don't hate it.
Ah,
but like I don't want to have to keep like dancing around his family because I don't have any family here. So I don't want to have to keep like doing all that and getting, and I feel like I'm spinning my wheels a lot. Like, not really, like I feel like I'm doing a lot, but I'm not really moving anywhere. And then it can get heavy.
absolutely. Well, and you've got an alternative too, right? So I would bet that you can see it. I almost get this picture of you like inside of a glass box, and it's like you can see what's on the other side there, but it's like I'm fucking stuck here for the rest of my shift. God damn it.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I think about that all the time. Like I can make more money in 5 hours massaging people than I can make in 10 hours there.
Yes.
You know what?
10
Like,
hours. Listen to you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I keep thinking, and every time I have a full day, so my full days count at like 6 people. Every time I have a full day, I'm like, why do I even keep going back? Like,
Yeah.
I could, I could still take one day a week off, whether it's the same day or it changes. Like I move it around to like whatever, however I want to float it or whatever. I could work 4 days a week and make twice the amount of money that I'm making now.
Yep. That's a good realization to have.
Yeah, I'm like this close. Like I can feel like I know that my journey with NPC is tapering down.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
Like I'm not. It's not even a second guess type of situation. It's like, okay, this is like winding down. I need to figure out what's going on. I'm definitely not going to be here forever. I like the people I work with. I like the work that I do. I like all of that. Um, I am personally ready for the next step. Like
Mhm.
I'm not somebody that's going to be stuck at the same thing over and over and over because I feel like I have to for any reason. That's never been who I was, and that's not who I'm going to start being now. And the reason I even left where I was at was because the person that I was with was telling me that I had to keep doing the same thing over and over. And like he made his fears my fears, and those are not my fears. The only thing I'm worried about is making sure my rent is paid, there's food in me and my daughter's belly, and she is growing and healthy. The rest of it will fall in. You know what I mean? Like if I just keep telling myself that that's what's going to happen, that's what's going to happen. I don't there's no other choice. And
Yeah.
he could not like grasp that. He's like, well, how are you going to do all that without money? Like, so I probably wouldn't even stay at NPC this long if it wouldn't have been for him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and it almost sounds like too there's some mindset stuff here. Like you need to start shifting your sense of identity and who you are. Who is the Jamie that doesn't need a job anymore because she's doing full-time massage? Who is the Jamie who's making $2,000 a week? Who is the Jamie who is living this life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that can be an absolute mind fuck because we're just not sure. We haven't practiced that yet, you know? And especially if there's people around. First of all, it's something that our neural pathways are already really used to doing, right? That's the easier way for our literal physiology and brain. But then you've got other people around you who are like, well, how are you going to do that? Well, what is this? What about the practicalities of that? What about the real life scenarios that are going to show up around that? And then your brain's just like, well, I don't know. That's a really good point. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? So it takes a bit to have to get into a different way of thinking about it. This isn't just like a fucking career change. You know, this is an identity shift. And
Yeah.
that's part of all of it.
And I started doing like meditations again. And that helps a lot too, because that like gets me into the future self. You know what I mean? Like it's not as much I mean, it is meditation, but it's like a visualization meditation. Like I'm working on doing that. And then at night, I do like higher self meditation, like just trying to trying to get my brain wired to where it was to get me here in the first place, like trying to replicate what made me do that initial change to get me here. Like, because I get to a spot where I get comfortable and I'm like, oh, I don't need all the tools that I was using before, and then you stay where you're at. Keep moving up. You got to keep using the tools.
Yes. Fuck yes. Absolutely. Um, yeah, excuse me. That's something we could do too. I'm also hearing like we could even do some like EFT sessions around some of the stuff as it comes up. Are you familiar with that? EFT tapping? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's like my fucking jam. And I've been trying to like figure out a way to like incorporate it a little bit more into this type work. Um, so if that's something that's a resource I'd be willing to throw in there too, because I think that'll be really good for getting out of your own head and just getting your nervous system to a place where we're normalizing this new version of your everyday life, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And
How's that?
I was thinking too, like,
Yeah.
I work every other weekend now, and he has her on the weekends that I'm working at NPC. And if Nathan's at NPC those days, because he works the same schedule I do, then I could open weekends back up because I don't have to worry about where my daughter's going. I could start raising my prices because now I'm going to include weekends. You know what I mean? Like having more hours. And then I don't have to work every day through the week. So, like, want to take like a Wednesday, Thursday off on a regular basis, like every other Wednesday, Thursday, like I do now. My clients are already used to that. So, like, I could keep a similar schedule to what I have now, and like it would work better for my life. You know what I'm like? These are the things I'm already thinking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're a CEO ideas woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm also hearing like I do think a premium service would serve you really fucking well.
I know. I've been trying to figure out how to do that. Like, I haven't watched the training yet, so maybe I need to do that. But like premium service, I've been hearing that in my head for like 2 weeks. Like
Yeah.
premium service.
Well, especially with your niche now, there's a lot of opportunity there, and that's going to help you earn more without adding more hours, right? So even while you're in this transition of leaving NPC, you'll be able to still have that income coming in at different, it's not going to be like this hours for dollars situation that's super rigid, right? You'll be able to sort of blow the lid off that with a premium service, and that's something we could build too.
Okay. I was literally just telling Nathan at breakfast this morning because one of our friends is going to get like a master gardener certification. She wants to like work with flowers. Yeah. And she was telling me all about it, and she was like, but the class is $250. And I was like, well, yeah. I was like, how long's that for? And she was like, oh, it runs from like October to December. It's once a week. And I was like, for $250? I said, I've paid $400 for an 8-hour class. And I told him I was like I said, I've been in a 3-month coaching program that I paid like 10 times that for. I was like, like if that's what you really want to do, that's what you make it happen. So it's funny that like I was just saying that to him, and now you're like, hey, what about the program? And I'm like, well,
The universe is like, by the
yeah,
way, man,
that
it's fun.
investment you were talking about.
Well, I will say it is way more affordable, way more, I should say, I don't know how to price, I don't know how to say that in a way that's, it's way cheaper than when you first invested. So if you wanted to do that for the next 6 months, that would be 500 a month. And you still have access to all those resources. We could start transitioning you out of NPC. I feel really fucking confident about that. Get you solidly implementing, selling, creating premium services. Um, yeah, that's huge. How does that sound?
It still sounds scary. Okay, so I have a hard time making time. We've talked about this, making time doing these things. So like in my head, I want to be like, yes, let's do this. Let's like, like I'm so excited and I am excited. Like thinking about this makes me excited. And then the like rational part of me is like, when are you going to do this? So like, I don't know. I've tried like blocking things in my schedule and that works for like a month and then it
Yep.
falls off. And so I don't know if I need something more dynamic that kind of changes when I do. The shitty part about that is I never know what I'm changing into. So like I can't prep for it. I can't prep for it. Um and I feel like I'm just all over. I don't know. This is why I'm pretty sure that there's like some neuro spiciness going on because I feel like neurotypical people can just be like, yeah, I'm gonna do that, and they do it. And I'm like, how do you do that?
Not all the time, bro. Not all the time. No. Here's what I propose for that. Um, is if we have a planning session at the beginning, maybe we schedule this within 7 or 8 days, right? Like
Mm,
next week or so, within that period. And just have like a planning strategic session, right? Where we, again, take a really fucking good look at your work schedule, your career schedule, get super specific about 2 or 3 main goals that you want to accomplish, and start breaking that down to like a monthly, weekly, daily level, right? And that makes this accountability way fucking easier. Um, and you're not worried about when this is going to fit in. We are going to find the time. We are going to create the time
okay.
because that's the thing, right? We can have all the tools, all the resources for fucking ever, and if we're not using them, what are we doing?
Yes.
You
Yes.
know? Also,
Yeah.
like guilty as fuck. Okay, like don't let me try and convince you I'm like some sort of perfect angel or something. This is a human thing, you know?
Yeah. I'm going through that right now. Like I am seriously considering getting rid of like all of my crafting stuff because like between all my jobs and like taking care of my own house and doing everything, I don't have time for it and it just sits in a corner and I'm so tired of looking at it. And I was just talking to Nathan about this too and I was like, like it's not that I really enjoy the crafting. Like sometimes I do. Sometimes I do enjoy it. I said I like having all the notions for the crafting. I like looking and getting all the things and saying, look what I could be doing. Am I gonna do it? Probably not. But look what I could do if I wanted to. And I was like, and that's a problem because like I like having all the things, but then I don't do the things that I have all the things for. So like
Right.
this is a problem in multiple areas of my life.
Yeah. It might be a matter of choosing specifically, like for example, um, this fucking sounds like me, Jamie. It's just ridiculous. If I took you down to my basement, I could show you 15 different fill in the blank type projects. Don't even get me started on my fat little notebook. I had to make it digital because I can't keep up with all the goddamn notebooks. So I get it. But it might be a matter of, I think it is a matter of determining some of the more short term, high priority ideas, right? And whether that is, and this is all up to you, but what I'm hearing really is high profit, low time, right? High leverage, and getting whatever is going to help you transition to consistency so you can get out of this job,
Yes.
right? So it's not a matter of like, let's burn the fucking book or throw out all the fucking yarn. It's like, I want to make this fucking scarf for my grandma because wow, that would be so fun, right? So this is what I need for this. And here's all the processes to get me through that. Here's the times where I'm going to be doing it. Here's my milestones. Here's my goals. Here's when I'm going to be done. I'm going to tell her that I'll have it done by January, right? Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Don't burn the book. Don't throw out the yarn, or do. I don't have any skin in the game when it comes to the yarn, but definitely don't burn the book. Those ideas are gold. A lot of the time, it's like it's not a no. It's just a not right now. That's why
Yeah.
we have the book in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Keep this brilliance here, and we'll know when the right time is. But right now, these are where we need to focus and let's fucking supercharge that so we can have more fun.
Yes. Yeah. That's what I just need somebody that's gonna like kick me in the ass every once in a while, you know? Like, hey, let's go. Like,
What does
yeah.
that look like for you?
Um, Somebody that doesn't let me make excuses for one, because I will make excuses for myself all day long, you know. I'm getting really I'm getting a lot better about accountability and just being honest about like, yeah, I didn't really want to do that thing, so I did something else. And that was a really hard thing for me to like get into, like I'm really taking a good hard look at things and I'm like, why am I doing this when I know I need to be doing this? And I don't fucking want to do that thing. So I'm doing something else so that I'm not sitting around doing nothing, but like I'm still not getting done what needs to be done.
Mhm.
Um so I don't know how that looks, but like somebody that can be like, okay, well, how do we still get this thing done? You know? Um, like I've been do you I don't know how much you are on social media, but there's a account called ADHD Love, and it's Rich and Rocks, and they like she has ADHD and she didn't know it till she was an adult, and he, instead of like getting upset with her for the things that she was doing, he learned how to help her cope with it. So they do like body doubling so that she can get her stuff done. Or like if she starts rambling about something, he'll be like, "Why don't you tell me all about this while you do this thing that you're supposed to be doing? And I promise I'll listen to every single word." Like things like that. Like I almost feel like I need somebody to do that for me. Um, and, like even something as simple as like just sitting in the same room with me and not talking so I can get a task done. Like that. I don't know. Like I almost need an audience to do some things. I always get like all my housework done while I'm on the phone. I'm super good at like laundry and dishes and scrubbing the floor and doing all that like while I'm on the phone with somebody. So I don't know. It's like that for me.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
helps.
No. Um, we could work with that. I don't have to be the one on the phone.
Yeah.
I don't doing that.
Yeah.
But but this is part of those systems, right? This is part of you knowing how you work and being able to work with that. It's like you're meeting yourself halfway to get to where you want to go,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that's where these systems come in. And so next time you have like a really, really big project, you know exactly what you need to do. You know who you need to implement. You know who is available to delegate and what you need to delegate. You know how your brain works to such a degree that you're able to create systems that work with that and not against it.
Yeah. And I feel like that's what I'm trying to do is I'm just doing things because I know I should do them. And I see how like everybody else is doing it and I think that's how I should do it. And I know that's not how I work. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it just I don't know.
Well, that's fucking frustrating too, because you're like, well, everybody else is having like this apparent really good success. And like, what am I doing wrong? you know?
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's a matter of you doing anything wrong. It's a matter of getting these priorities straight and creating systems to get it done in a time frame that works for you.
Yeah. And the time frame is usually yesterday because that's probably when it was due.
That's hilarious. All right. How about this? We have a strategy session, let's say like an hour over Zoom, whatever. Hopefully I'm probably gonna fucking fork out more goddamn money for a new computer, so it'll be on the fucking computer. Um, no, I'm not bitter. I don't know why you would think that, Jamie. Um, and during that, we create a schedule, we create deadlines, and we create milestones, right? Under two, maybe three overarching really big goals specifically for your business.
Okay.
And then I will keep a fire under your ass, and I will keep an eye out for a lot of these mindset issues that show up for you in terms of excuses or starting things and not finishing them, right? Or losing sight of what we're really doing here, or chasing a shiny object
Mm-hmm. Those
and
are my
bring,
favorite.
yeah, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah, that'll sound pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Cool. Are you able to open your messenger right
Mm.
now?
Yeah.
Let me, I'm going to send this to you.
Okay. Let me do some checking. Mm, what in the world? Oh, that's why. Oh, that's not what I wanted. All right. So this I'll have to figure out. 'Cause I don't know. So like for some reason, for some reason, when my money was coming into my checking account, I always had so much of it. And then I switched it to my business account. And now since I moved, there's not always so much of it. Okay. So this is something I'm gonna have to work out on my end.
What does that look like?
Um moving money around and seeing where I'm at and seeing when what comes in. Like um I think I'm good for everything up till today. What is this? Okay, yeah. Um it's like Tuesday. It's like my schedule's filling up and I have there was another person like my Wednesdays, half of my Wednesdays are people that are every 2 weeks, and they wanted me to put them in every 2 weeks until the end of the year when they can reevaluate their schedule. So like that was like a mind fuck for me. Like you really mean that you really like you don't even want to question it. You just want to come in every two. Okay, this is your time slot. You have it every 2 weeks for the rest of the year. So I'm trying to get like more people into that because like that's I love having that guaranteed, like don't even have to think about it, totally brainless type of scheduling.
For sure.
Um, so yeah, it's looking like Tuesday.
You mean tomorrow? Is that tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow, like Tuesday or Wednesday. Wait. Yeah, tomorrow, like end of business tomorrow.
Want to do that?
Yeah.
Is she doing a commit?
Yeah. Because then I have four on Friday. Like,
Girl, listen to you.
it'll work itself out, okay? It'll work. Like, the things I need to do will get done. They always do. Everything that needs to happen always happens.
Yeah,
So I don't freak out. I make it work. Like, I'm not freaking out. I just need to figure out where it's going to work into. Oof. You have a smoke detector that needs its batteries changed.
no, that sounds awesome. Do you want to, let's see. It's
Will
got my
that
eyebrow. What's that?
will that link stay working or will you need to send me a
Oh,
new
yeah.
one? Okay.
No, no, that should be good. I just let me double check. Oh, other people are using that right now too. So yeah, that's great. My fucking eyebrows.
Are they itchy or something?
Really bad. I got them tattooed on Wednesday last week. So yeah, it's basically just miserable.
Yeah,
Um,
that healing sucks. That's the worst part.
yeah. Well, I got another tattoo yesterday. It looks like
I
shit.
thought that was new. Okay. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it looks terrible.
do you have like second skin on it or something?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, that's why. It'll be all right.
Oh, it'll be great. Um, I just think it's funny because this was all red yesterday and now it's brown. It's pretty fucking gross. Yay, being human. Um, anyway, do you want to, how about I reach out tomorrow just via messenger, whatever, poke you tomorrow, 6 p.m. my time. I think I'm hands off with a client,
Yeah.
5:30.
Yeah, that'll be like nine. My nine?
Oh
No,
shit.
it'll be earlier. You're
8,
you're later than me. So if it was what'd you say, 5:30 your time? Is that what you said? 6:30?
6, 6.
Okay. 6. So that would be 3 my time. So
I
um
see, I see.
right? Right?
Are you on the East Coast or the West Coast, babe?
I'm on the East Coast. It's 11:39 here for me
No,
right
you're 2 hours ahead. You're 2 hours ahead.
now. Okay. So it would be like 8 here.
Right. And if you want to just use that link and sign up, I will just message you with, I've got a shitload of clients tomorrow, but I will send you the link to schedule our strategy session and then things just continue on, right?
Okay.
That makes
Um yeah. It might be I might have to hit you up Wednesday morning for everything to go through to make sure
okay.
that everything's where it's supposed to be. Tuesday or Wednesday, I will check. Tuesday or Wednesday, one of those days, we will go from there. Because I definitely want to continue. Like I feel like if I don't keep having support, shit'll fall off. Does that make sense? And I'm more scared of shit falling off than I am of coming up with money.
Yep. Yep. That's wise. That's how I am too.
So I will make whatever needs to happen, however I need to make it happen.
Okay.
Um, and go from there. This is
Cool.
also like a huge lesson to myself because going through bankruptcy, I have 0 credit cards. So before I would be like, yeah, I'll just throw it on my card. And now I have to like really be intentional about things and it has really shifted my money mindset because
That's awesome.
yeah, I can't just be like, yeah, I'll just throw it on a card, like set it and forget it, type bullshit. Like I have to really be intentional about things and prioritize, which is something that is very new to me.
I think that's great. I think if every American had to go through something like that, maybe not bankruptcy, but having to forcibly, mindfully take a look at their own finances, I think our country would be in a different place.
Yeah, I think so
Wasn't
too.
so much, but yeah. All right, cool. So I just scooted that little reminder, stop touching your face, to Wednesday morning. So you're a couple hours ahead. That'll be good. That'll
Okay.
be good. And then again, if you just want to sign up or whatever, I'll send you everything you need as soon as I can. So you'll
Okay.
just be right on in.
Perfect.
Sound good? You excited?
Yeah. I'm nervous, but that's good.
Girl, listen,
Nervous
like
is good.
if it wasn't scary, I said this to you in the very beginning too. If it wasn't scary, it probably wouldn't be a big enough step, you know? Um, so I get that. I get that a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen now. Like things have to happen.
This will be good. And you won't be alone either. I think it's, at least for me, it's scarier to do this shit alone and waste a fuck ton of time, money, resources trying to figure it out. And it's, for me, it's been invaluable just to have someone to be like, yo, am I on the right fucking track here? Because I feel like my head is about to spin off my shoulders.
Yep.
Uh, so hopefully you can relate to that too. And I don't
Yeah.
want that to happen to you.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah. No, life is short. It's time for you to make bank and have some fun.
Yeah. And have time to do things. like
100%.
with my kid.
Big time. Yeah, she's not getting any smaller or younger.
No, no, neither of those things. Sassier, yes.
That tracks. That tracks. All right, sweet. Yeah, let's touch base Wednesday morning at the latest. And again, if I see you pop in with that, I'll just get a notification. So I'll send you everything you need.
Okay, sounds good.
Sweet. All right, girl. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave you in the group and all the things because I don't want to remove you and then put you back in. I'm just gonna leave you. So, yeah, we'll chat soon.
All right, sounds good.
See. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Da, 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 da.